Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I just did a little shop my stash. I created this very bronzy look with the pop of green. I love how this look came out. I think it's so pretty. We also chatted a lot, kind of chatted about like my emotions lately, things I've been feeling, things with the world and YouTube and things like that. So if you don't want to listen to me talk about my problems, then this probably isn't the video for you. But I do this look. And it's fun. We chatted, we hung, it was a good time. Let's just hop into this video. I do not need this intro to be any more rambly because this video is gonna be long, I'm sure. Whew, hi, good morning. How's it going? I'm doing okay. We have some things to chat about. I'm excited to create this makeup look though. I'm feeling very bronzy vibes, but I want like dramatic pop of like lime. I don't know why, that's my vision and that's what we're gonna roll with. I did already prime. I'm using that Becca First Light Priming Filter. I used that while my brows were doing their thing. I like to let my primer sink into the skin so that I don't know, I feel like it works better than if I just like apply it and then immediately put something on top of it. For foundation, we're gonna use my tinted moisturizer from Colourpop. I feel like my skin's not looking its best, so I don't want to skip like a foundation-y product today. I know this isn't a lot of coverage, but it's still enough to like kind of even me out a little bit. My skin's not looking too hot. I've been stressing, to say the least. If I fail to mention a product that I'm using, it'll be in the description box, just so you know, like always. Okay, where to begin? I feel like I've been in a very, I don't want to say a bad spot or like a rough spot, a weird spot. We'll say that. Mentally, I don't know. I just haven't been feeling great about myself, about the world. Obviously, nothing feels good about the world, but I don't know, my self-esteem's taken a hit. I'm gonna be very rambly, I have a feeling. I'm in this weird place where I just don't feel like anything I do is good enough. I feel like, I don't know, I feel almost very stagnant right now. A lot of what I say isn't going to make sense because I'm trying to make sense of it myself. Part of it definitely just stems from like the world being utter chaos. I'm here in Florida, just for those of you who don't know. Florida is in absolute shambles right now. Everybody doesn't care about anyone else except themselves. It's really scary. I'm battling this fear on like, am I gonna have to shut my salon down again? Are we gonna be able to continue working? So I've been trying to prepare financially and also mentally for that because being out of work was really hard for me before with the first quarantine. And honestly, the first quarantine makes me angry at this point because I'm like, why was I closed for 2 weeks? Not 2 weeks, 2 months when things got so much worse, but that's a whole other issue. But I'm feeling really bad about just that. That's been taking a toll on me just because it's sad, you know? I know I'm not the only person feeling that and it just sucks. I'm ready for us to feel like kind of normal again and I feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel at this point. But I talked a little bit about it on Twitter for those of you who follow me there, but I'm also feeling it from YouTube a little bit too, and I know I'm not alone in that because a lot of my like YouTube friends have like voiced that they're feeling very similar. But I just feel like people lately have been like so insanely nitpicky and demanding and it's been really weird. And let me start by saying like I'm totally open to constructive criticism. If you're coming at me from a good place and you're just offering advice on like something I could do better, that's different. I'm fine with that. We can totally have like an adult conversation about things like that. But there's a lot of like just nitpickiness, like berating me over things that literally don't matter, being very demanding on like what I should or shouldn't be producing or doing. Lots of people lately, and like it happened at the beginning of quarantine and it slowed down, but it's happening again. A lot of people keep like going out of their way to like tell me I need to buy certain things to review or things like that. And also it's one thing to like just tag me in a post, that's fine. You can totally tag me in things. I'm always interested in seeing new stuff. We can totally talk about things even though I'm not necessarily gonna buy it. But just try not to ever just like demand that someone buys something. It's very inconsiderate. You don't know what people's financial situation is. Some of us, it's not our sole job to just like review things. This is a hobby for me. I don't make a bunch of money from YouTube. I have a lot of like back-end things I'm dealing with right now that have nothing to do with YouTube, and buying a bunch of new makeup is the least of my concerns right now. I'm also very much still in this mindset of like use what you have. I'm really enjoying shopping my stash. Yes, I do get PR here and there and I'm very grateful for that. It does allow me to try new things for you, but I don't feel the need to spend a ton of money on new makeup right now. Again, I know I'm rambly. I feel like I'm all over the place. Skipping cream bronzer, going right into cream blush. This is the Milani Cheek Kiss in Nude Flush. I really love this one. But essentially it just makes me feel bad. It makes me feel like I'm a disappointment. I feel like I'm constantly apologizing lately because I'm not buying the next new thing, and that's just ridiculous. I don't have to buy the next new thing. A lot of you are really cool, are really nice, are really sweet. I definitely get a lot more positivity than negativity, I promise you. Thank you for those of you who are sweet to me. But the negativity just totally outweighs the positivity, and I'm over it, honestly. It's draining. I have so much I'm dealing with. Zane and I are still trying to save as much money as we can for when we move into our new house in like February, March. We're also dealing with, I'm trying to save a bunch of money in case I have to close my job again and then lose that part of our income. We're still dealing with Felix's health stuff. I don't think you guys realize how much we're dealing with that because I'm not being super like vocal about it, but we're spending anywhere from like around $500 to upwards of $1,000 a month just on Felix's food and medicine and vet visits. It varies month to month based on just kind of like how he's doing, if he has a lot of coughing fits and needs to go back in, or if he's staying more stable. But either way, he's an expensive boy right now. And I don't know, we're focusing more on real life stuff right now. I used to joke with Zane whenever he like wouldn't pause a video game right away if I needed him for something. I'd say like, Zane, real life, real life. And that's how I feel right now with this. Like, yeah, there's a ton of makeup I would love to buy. It's not that I don't want new makeup. I would absolutely love to try new stuff. But that's not real life right now. Real life is literally the global pandemic, my cat who is sick with some kind of heart disease that we don't even know for sure what it is. I'm gonna get choked up talking about it. Zane and I trying to accomplish a life goal of owning our home. We've already put down the 5% for the home itself, so that's fine, but we still have to make sure we can cover the closing costs, which we're gonna be fine on all that, but we wanna be able to like maybe buy some furniture, treat ourselves to some nice things like that whenever we move in. We wanna really be able to have fun and enjoy that experience. We don't want that to feel stressful. So things like buying a new eyeshadow palette are literally the least of my concerns right now. If it's something that super speaks to me and I have the extra money in our budget to buy stuff, I absolutely will. I bought my She's and Parties palette for my birthday present for myself, and that was great. But I'm really trying not to buy makeup, guys, and I know a lot of you understand that. And again, thank you guys for those of you who are like being really cool and being really just nice and accepting, but there's a lot of nitpickiness and entitlement going around right now. And again, I don't want you to think that me like ranting about this stuff is geared at you specifically watching this. This is just in general. And not even necessarily at me, partly about me, but partly about just like what I'm seeing other creators dealing with. But people need to remember that like just because someone's on YouTube doesn't mean we're not real people. Like we have real life things going on. And especially in the small beauty community, a lot of this isn't our full-time job at all. It's very much a hobby. And I don't want my hobby to feel stressful. I don't. I want this to be a fun place to come to hang out, chat about makeup. Literally like as simple as that. I just want to talk about makeup. It's not that serious at the end of the day. It's literally just colorful powder. Obviously, I want to help you guys make informed purchasing decisions if I have any input on a certain product, of course. But at the end of the day, it's just makeup, and this is not my number one priority. My number one priority is my husband, my family, my salon that I own. I have a lot bigger priorities going on than just this, and I don't want this to feel like a place of negativity or a chore. I want this to be a fun place. And I feel like you could absolutely argue that like, oh, you're putting yourself on the internet. That means like you should be allowed to be subjected to whatever people want to say. And to an extent, yes, you are putting yourself on the internet. Like everyone has their opinion and they're totally allowed to voice it. But at the same time, like I feel like there needs to be a line drawn of like what's appropriate and what's not. But I don't know. I know I'm just rambling for no reason. I think I'm done talking about just like annoying commenters and stuff like that. And again, just to reiterate, because I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm saying, this isn't geared towards the majority of you at all. I get a lot of positivity. You guys are very sweet. You're very considerate, and I appreciate you guys more than you know. But those few negative people, they really stand out. And I feel like when they come for me at least, like they come in waves. It's not like one every couple days. It'll be like nothing for a little while, and then it's just like a ton of people at once, like being super nitpicky or just being rude and stuff like that, and it's really annoying. And it definitely does take a hit at like your self-esteem when you just have like people nitpicking at you constantly. Again, I've been dealing with that feeling of like everything I do isn't good enough. Like what's the point of even like making YouTube videos and stuff like that? And I don't want to ever quit. I mean, never say never. I'm sure I will quit one day, but I don't want to quit right now at all. This is fun. But there are some days where I just feel very hopeless, and that is not a fun feeling. I don't appreciate feeling that way. Funny story, I was actually this morning supposed to have my friend Nicole cut my hair. I was gonna chop it all off because I've been wanting to for quite a while. If you're on Twitter, you know. I've been talking about cutting it short for a long time, like pixie short, like I want it gone. But just with everything that's been going on with the world stressing me out and commenters making my self-esteem super low, I decided now is not the time to do that because someone is going to say something and then I'm going to feel horrible about myself, and I don't want to feel that way. And I'm sure I'll even get people commenting in this video like, oh my gosh, don't cut your hair. I want to cut it eventually. I've had it short before. I really loved it, and I'm just so sick of having hair, honestly. But who knows? Maybe I'll do it soon. It just depends on how I feel, you know? We'll see what happens, I guess. But I hope you guys are all doing well. I know that that was so ranty. I am so sorry if you hate listening to me rant. I just had to get some stuff off my chest, you know? I like this little community that I have with you guys. I like being able to talk to you. And you know what? Sometimes real life is messy and sometimes things get a little more personal. And I just want to be able to share with you guys that if you're dealing with similar like feelings of just hopelessness, that I'm here with you. Right now especially. Today in particular, I feel okay. Today is Wednesday the 22nd. I think this video is going up tomorrow, so hello. How's it going? I picked up Animal Crossing again. I actually took yesterday off completely. Like, I didn't do YouTube. I didn't go to work because I'm always off on Tuesdays. Decided not to film because I just wanted a day for myself, and it felt amazing. Now this little hair is popping out of my thing. See, this is why I don't want to deal with hair anymore. We could talk about hair a little bit. My ultimate goal, honestly, and I know a lot of people are gonna like disagree with me because people do not want me to do this. Some people do, but I know people don't. But I would love to shave my head. I want to know like what having 100% shaved head feels like, to just wake up and not have to worry about anything. I do have wigs if I feel like filming and I want to wear a wig. Like, I have options. I probably would never wear my wigs to work because it's way too hot in the salon to wear a wig wearing a mask. But I really want to shave my head one day, but I'm honestly terrified of just like coming on YouTube one day going from this to like a completely shaved head. I'm so scared of the comments I would receive, so that's why I was thinking like I'll cut it into a pixie first and then maybe over time I could go shorter and shorter and then it won't feel like as scary. But yeah, that's like the goal that's in the back of my head. I've always wanted to know what that feels like. Natasha Denona Mini Bloom Blush. I'm loving this. It's so pretty. I went a little heavier with my bronzer, but I'm also going for a very bronzy look today. I know the grow out is not necessarily going to be fun with a shaved head, but I'm not that worried about it. And even with a pixie cut, I'm not that worried about it. I'll probably always keep the underneath stuff of my head shaved just because I have a lot of hair and I don't want to deal with it. I've had like so much of my head shaved for like years now. So it wouldn't be that hard. I would just grow out the top, and it would take time obviously, but it wouldn't be like the most horrendous thing. And I've grown out short hair before, like I said, I've had it. But I'm honestly just scared of comments. And that's not a fun feeling. And I know like easier said than done. I should just not care what other people think, but things can get to you. They really, really can. I get picked on for stupid things like nose blush, so I can't even imagine what people would say if I just shaved my head. I'm terrified. Let's talk about Animal Crossing though. I picked that back up. I started playing it maybe like a week ago, like casually, but yesterday I spent like the whole day playing it. It felt really good because I haven't really played much since quarantine ended about 2 months ago. And it's fun. I'm finally at 5 stars on my island, which is crazy. I just discovered that this morning. My island's not 100% filled, but it's like probably 80% filled. And all of my areas look really cute. I'm really happy with everything. I need to redo my garden area because I read that it's easier to breed flowers. Like, you have more success breeding flowers if you have like brand new flowers doing it. So I need to replace all my flowers next time Leaf comes in. Zane and I went villager hunting on stream last night because our elephant Dizzy wanted to move out. And we found Aurora. I wanted her for a while. She's this cute penguin with just these big black eyes, and she's so creepy cute. I love her. And it's a lot of fun. Speaking of people asking me to buy stuff, I know I posted about it on Twitter, but a lot of you don't follow me on Twitter. Yes, I saw the Colourpop Freckle pens. Yes, I think that's super exciting. no, I wasn't planning on buying it just because I didn't need to like spend the money on just one Freckle pen when I have Freckle products. But a very kind subscriber DM'd me and she was like, hey, guess what? I bought you one. Let me know where to send it to. And I usually argue with people. I'm not great at accepting gifts because I feel guilty, but she already bought it. I didn't have a choice. So I will be trying that once it gets sent to me. You know who you are. Thank you so much. You are an angel. Guys, don't ever feel pressured to give me gifts. I have plenty. But thank you very much. I'm excited to try it out. I'm happy that more companies are coming out with Freckle products, but going forward, guys, I'm not going to try every Freckle product ever. That's just not a sensible way for me to spend my money. I already have Freckle products. Yes, I would love to compare them all, but at the same time, like, that's not like a big priority. Like, I have things, but I am excited to see that more companies are doing it. I do want to see more companies do more of the tinty Freckle products where it's like Freck or the Lottie London one rather than just the felt tip pen, because I personally like the tinted formula a little bit better, but we'll see what happens. For highlight, I want to dip into this Soul Body one. It's called Platinum. I haven't used this one in a while and I really want to. So that's what we're gonna do. Gosh, I'm so paranoid that I've seemed like the biggest negative Nancy in the world in this video. I'm not trying to necessarily be negative. I just want to express my feelings. Like I said, I'm feeling okay today. It's just over the last week I've felt not so okay, and over this weekend I didn't feel great. When I got off work Monday, I just laid in bed. I had Zane bring me my dinner in bed. I was like, I'm not leaving this spot. And then yesterday I just needed to have a day to just be the utmost lazy and just play Animal Crossing, and it felt good. It felt great. I also want to use my laser glazer. Yes, laser glazer. I'm sure what this is called. Just a tiny bit on the tops of my cheekbones just to let a little bit of that green hue shine through. Because I do want that like pop of green, and I think this might be a cute little addition on the cheeks. And I'm always good with extra highlightedness. I'm just gonna set my face really quick with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Setting Mist, and then we will move on to the eyes. Hello again, we are set and ready to go. I'm really liking the way my skin looks. It's just very bronzy, glowy. I like that shift of like a greenish hue coming from my highlight. It's very unique. I'm going to use the Kaleidos Tone Activator Eye Primer. You know what? I'm just going to prime both so I can put this away. I like this eye primer. I've mentioned it a few times, but I do like it. I wish it was in, like, it had a wand instead of it being a squeezy tube. I do like my Smashbox one just a tiny bit more, but this one's like totally fine. Like, I can totally see using solely this one if I run out of my Smashbox one until I run out of this one. It is totally fine for me. For the bronziness of this look, we're going to be dipping into my Give Me Glow Summer Vibes palette. I'm pretty much just going to have like this going through the crease, this to deepen up the outer corner, and then probably this shade across the lid, like super basic. And then the lower lash line, we're going to go ham with some limey colors. So if I forget to like reach up and point at something, you'll know like what I'm using. Dipping into that light brown with this Colourpop E2. It's a big fluffy brush. Jumping back to what we were talking about earlier, because I forgot to mention a point that I wanted to make. If you like want someone that reviews like tons of new releases, there are tons of people on this platform. I'm just not the person to do it. I know I used to review a lot of makeup, but I didn't really have any other priorities to pay for. Like, that was the only thing I needed to spend money on was makeup. Not need, but like I just didn't have any like crazy things going on, so I was able to just like buy a bunch of makeup. But at this point, and for a while, I haven't really considered myself like a review channel. I review things as I acquire them, but it's not like my sole thing. I like doing Shop My Stashes. I like doing chatty things. I like talking about makeup in a way that's just more casual without the pressure of feeling the need to buy everything. So if you're looking for someone that reviews all the new things, there are plenty of other people. I won't have hurt feelings if like you suddenly don't want to watch me anymore because I don't review a ton of new makeup. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I gotta do what's best for me, and what's best for me is not spending a ton of money on makeup. Obviously, I hope you'll understand. I hope you'll stick around, but literally no hard feelings if you don't want to. There are plenty of people out there. I'm taking the darker brown now. This is a double-sided Luxie brush. It's the 219. It's just a weird thing too. I think it was Samantha March that initially like brought this up a few videos back. It might have been a couple months ago at this point. But it's weird how entitled and picky people get about YouTube videos, considering there are so many people out there to watch. Like, you don't have to watch someone if like you're not vibing with them. And also, like, YouTube is free content for you guys. We put a lot of work into you guys being able to watch stuff for free. So keep that in mind next time you maybe feel the need to criticize someone for literally no reason. Again, constructive criticism, all good. Being nitpicky for no reason, what's the point? And also, again, I'm not referring to you specifically. It's a general you. Those of you who feel the need to be annoying. We're getting some nice bronzy browns going on. I'm actually just gonna take my finger for that shimmer. I'm not trying to spend a million hours on bronzy brown eyeshadow, you know? Moral of the story is I just want YouTube to be a happy, safe place for not only myself, but also you guys hanging out. I want this just to be a fun time. I want it to be relaxing. And I'm not dealing with random nitpicky people anymore. Easier said than done. I'm working on it, but I need to learn to not let this stuff like get to me so bad. And I appreciate those of you who are encouraging because it really helps me feel better. So for the lime, I'm gonna dip into Algae from Glaminatrix. It's such a cute green that is gonna get pushed all over my lower lash line. I might end up tapping a little bit of Hopping also from Glaminatrix over top, but we will just see how I feel when we get there. I'm just gonna take a little pencil brush here. This is from Alter Ego, the number 7. I'm just gonna work on pressing that up against my lower lash line, just to get a really vibrant pop of that lime. Zane and I have still been doing some streaming on Twitch. Thanks to those of you who have came and hung out. It's been fun. We're enjoying playing some games and just chatting with you. Tomorrow, actually, the day that you're seeing this video, the day it's getting uploaded, is Zane and I's 7-year anniversary. Isn't that wild? We've been together for 7 whole years. Married for about 6 months now. Has it been 6 months? It'll be 6 months next month. That's super exciting. It's crazy how fast time goes by. Look how cute that is. I think I might dip into that shimmer Hopping, like I was saying before, just to press right in the front. And if I like it, I'll extend it. Oh, I actually do really like that. But I think I might keep it just to the like front little portion of my eye. Ooh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just wiping off my big fluffy brush and I'm just going to lightly dust right at the very edge, but not much. Like I really want that line to pack a punch. I think for my inner corner, I'm just going to take that Soul Body Highlight Platinum. I'm just going to use that in my inner corner because it'll be cute and it'll tie in with my cheekbones and like nose highlight and stuff like that. Ooh, I really like this. Very fun, simple, summery. I like it. I'm gonna repeat this on the other eye, throw on like my lashes, pick out a lip product, all that good stuff, and I will be back with those final details when I'm done. Hello, here's my look close up before we zoom out and finish off this video. I love how it came out. I think it's really pretty. I love that bright pop of green. It's so cute. The eye pencils I decided to go with, I used 2 because I didn't have like the exact color I wanted. I started with Gotcha from LA Girl, and then I took LA Girl's Screamin and just put it right over top to get a little bit more of a limey green. And I freaking love it. My lashes are from Esta. They are in the style No Duh. They're from the July subscription box, I believe. And on my lips, I went with a gloss. I went with Flicker from Sugar Pill. It's been a hot minute since I busted this out, and I feel like this looks good with both colorful looks and bronzy looks, so it just fits. But yeah, this is the look. Let's zoom out and finish off this video. Give you some final thoughts after spilling my guts to you. Alright, so that's it. This is the look. I'm very happy with how this came out. Thank you guys for those of you who stuck around and listened to me talk. Again, I'm not trying to be like a finger pointer. I'm not trying to blame any of you in particular. It's just little things I've been feeling, little things I know that some of my YouTube friends have been feeling. And I don't know, I'm just exhausted and I'm ready for this place to go back to being more positive, more fun. I don't want to feel stressed being on YouTube. I want this to be a safe place and hopefully we can get to that. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a green emoji to go with my look. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's Beauty and follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Black Lives Matter is still very much important. Please check the link in my bio for resources on how you can help. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.